the 2nd of August, as I mentioned in a little short that I made yesterday, we will be doing a 7 days challenge. I love challenges, but sometimes challenges can be challenging. And so I was thinking, once we finished what we're doing in July, what else can we be able to do to continue staying in momentum? So I thought to do like a quick challenge to do the 5K step challenge, which is something that we have done before. It's not the first time that we are doing this challenge. And basically, what we're doing with the challenge is inviting ourselves to basically spend, not spend, but actually go for just 5 kilometers or 5,000 steps, walk, run. I say you can as well crawl, right? Because the thing is that if you read or if you know anything about healthy lifestyle, they say that the best way to be able to maintain healthy living and things like that is a combination between exercise and eating. But they say that most of the time we focus a lot on so many different things, but some research shows that 80% of what we eat and 20% of exercise all combined together will help us with being able to have like the sweet spot when it comes to things like exercise, weight loss, weight gain, and things like that. And why are we, before you go into the why we're doing this challenge, let me just take you a little bit back into the energy balance, right? It simply mentions this. If I talk about the energy balances, try to imagine yourself, you having these nice pendulum where you have 50-50, everything in the middle. It's very nice, well set up. That's like all the energy that you're putting within your body, right? And then when you start to destabilize any of the things on that pendulum, that can actually start to affect or impact one or the other thing. So let's imagine we are eating, and of course, my son was telling me yesterday, we are what we eat. A lot again can go behind that. There's a lot of debate behind that, which I'm not going to go into to try and decouple that. But try to imagine that you have a car or you have something which is your body, and you need to power that up, right? You need to be able to power this body up so that you are able to kind of move it from A to B. So you give the energy to the car. The energy will be the food that you eat, right? When you're eating, whatever that you're eating, that's going to be converted into the fuel that will power you from A to B. So when you're putting in that fuel, you need the right balance, right? If the fuel in equals to what you're going to burn, so the energy in equals to what you're going to be expanding through the living, walking, exercise, whatever it is, that is it. If the same is an equal proportion, what you put in is what you get out, you maintain your weight, right? But if what you're putting in is less than what you get out, the body thinks like there's something wrong here. We are not in equilibrium. So it will start to scavenge around the body, try to look for other options, wherever that is available, start burning that, and you can start losing weight. And if whatever that you're putting in is more than what is coming out, well, it just means that the body thinks like, oh, we have more than excess. So because we have more than excess, more than enough, it was going to store. And normally when it stores, it won't store in the body in the form of anything else. It's going to store it in the form of fat, right? And that's why we start to gain weight and we start to put on the extra kilos, pounds, tons, wherever it is. And so when you're trying to think about what is the best way of achieving health, you need to think of a sweet spot. Think of where you're having the energy in and able to expand the energy that you're having in so that you're having a nice balance. But sometimes the best way to do that, if you want to eat, for example, men are supposed to eat in the UK 2,500 calories, women 2,000 calories. That's if you don't want to lose weight, you don't want to gain weight, just to maintain your weight. But when you start to think about other things that come into the play, so you have like, is your exercise, are you sedentary, are you active, are you moderately active? All those factors come into play. And so let's say, assuming that you are sedentary, you just sit, you don't do much of exercises, you're not active, you eat 2000 calories, you will maintain your weight where it is. But if you want to still eat 2000 calories, but you want to try and lose weight, then you have to burn some of those calories. And how do you burn the calories? Then you need to increase your physical activity. That's where exercise comes in. But also with exercise, it's not just about burning calories and losing weight, but also has so many other different benefits that you can have, things like your mental well-being and all these kind of things, your heart, maintenance of the activity and things like that. So there are so many different impacts and there are so many different advantages when it comes to thinking about the energy in and the energy out and how you can balance these things. And so why we're doing this 7 days challenge, because I know some of you are super good, you are really amazing, you do 100 steps, 100,000, 10k steps, whatever steps that you do on a day-to-day basis. If that's you, well done, and keep doing that. And if you've never taken that step to start just going out a little bit more, stepping out a little bit more, some of us work indoors. Sometimes when I start my work day, I don't step out of my office, I stay in. The time I'm leaving is when I'm going away at the end of the day, and that can actually have a negative impact on your body. And so for that, some of us who are sedentary or we just don't really track anything, it's an invitation for you and me to kind of just get ourselves into that mood, into that kind of like, we will go out and do some steps. I chose 5,000 steps because I run mainly around 5 kilometers every day, and that actually is plus or minus 5,000 steps. And so, yes, Alex tries to do between 50,000 to 20,000 steps a day. Oh my word, that's my friend. Well done, you keep on going. And so, if you're doing like Alex, 10,000, 15,000, 20,000 steps, keep on doing that. But if you haven't gotten there yet, you're starting up, why not start with just something like 5,000? Because for me, I do, as I said, 5,000 for me because it's 5 kilometers run. And when I do the 5 kilometers run, it just helps me to be able to stay on top of things. It helps me clear my mind when I'm running. I'm thinking about the positive thoughts. I'm decluttering things in here so that at the end of the day, I can be able to declutter things in the physical. And so that's why we're doing this 7 days. I'm counting on you, Alex, to be guiding us because you are really good at that. Over 20,000 steps. I can't do that. I can try 10,000 steps, but 20,000 will be like for me an overkill. But that's why I'm calling you guys. Do it in your own lane, on pace. Do you, be you. I constantly say that. Don't try to be somebody else, right? If you can do 20,000 steps, go for it. If you can do 10,000 steps, go for it. But a bare minimum is the 5,000 steps, and that's what I'm going to be doing. This morning, I've already been out for a run. I've done 6 kilometers run, which is around about something like 6,000 steps. So I'm going to be continuing just to kind of everything I'm doing later on in the day will be like bonus because I've already put through what I need to do for the day. The rest is going to be bonus. And so today is just an invitation. Today is a kind of, hey guys, come let's do this together. Come let's burn calories together. And I will try every day to come and talk about different things that are related to health. I've just checked and I think I need to disappear because my gadget needs charging. There's issues with gadgets in my life. That's my life. That's me. Don't judge me. So this was just a quick introductory video to invite you guys. Come, let's do it together. I'm going to be counting on you, Alex. I'm going to be sending you messages just to check on you, to check on how you're continuing with your journey. For the rest of us, please come and tag along. Come and do it together. Together, we can be able to win. Together, we are a team. Alex says he does a ridiculous amount of walking. And you know what? You don't have to change anything much to be able to achieve this. If you're driving, you can just decide to walk a little bit of a distance. Instead of taking an elevator, you can actually just decide to walk up the stairs. There are so many different hacks, and I will be talking to you about them as we go along. So I need to bring this to an end. Welcome, everyone. I know Alex will be doing this. I don't know who else is doing that. If you're doing it with us, put it in the chat, put it in the comments. Let's do it together. It's only 7 days, guys. We're not calling you to do this for eternity. Just 7 days that we will be doing this, and let's burn those calories. Let's get this into consistency. Once we get to the end of the 7 days, you can continue for the rest of your life. Why not? Nothing is putting you back from making that a habit, right? So 7 days 5K challenge. Here we are. Day 1 is done. Let's get this done. See you again tomorrow on day 2. And when you do your steps, feel free to tag us along. If you're on YouTube, make a video on your channel. Tag us on at Total NutriFood and Total Wellness. Let us know you're doing this together. If you're on Facebook, wherever you are, tag us along. Let us know that we are on this journey together. Have a blessed day. Catch up with you tomorrow, same time, and let's do this together. God bless. Much love from me. Goodbye.